What's up, Age of Wonders community? Alright, check it out. We're having our first tactical battle here. It's turn 1. And the first thing I need to do is... I'm doing a formation, but my center unit, my support unit, who I usually put in the center, I don't know about you guys, or near the rear, he doesn't have a staff, and he needs a staff. So I'm gonna make one because I want this formation to be kind of like a rock, where they just slam into it. Let's see. Let's find a cool staff. I like this fire staff. Let's do that. 200. What can I do? 110. So I can only do one of these. 180. Oh, I can do 2 of them. Sure. Why not? We'll just spend our first 200 on a good staff. I usually spend it on wands, but we'll just spend it on a staff and see what happens. Alright, I gotta wait a turn for that, so that won't be happening on this turn. It will be happening on the next turn. And let's just start out here. I'm gonna do 1 city because I got regenerating infestations and I want to keep it simple, and we'll just see how that goes. Alright, here is the first battle, I think, right? Everything's set up. Okay, let's attack. We are attacking a Marauder Guard with these undead dudes. 3 melee, 2 range, and we're going to pick up the Angelic Envoy when we are victorious. And we're on turn 1 of the game. Let's get it started. Okay, so my first goal here is to just get in formation. And, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this rock and this bush to my advantage, and I'm going to move my point man, the tip of the spear, onto that, and we're going to move the archer back. We're going to move our support unit in the center. Once he has his staff, he'll be able to provide the units next to him with the adjacent units with the buffs, the defense and resistance, magic resistance buffs. Alright, here we are. We're in the formation. Point man is in a bush, so he has obscured, which is awesome. Hard to hit with ranged attacks. So this guy, felines are already 40% resistant to that. So I don't know if there's any way to tell his resistance to that total, but so I already have 6 status resistance. That's awesome for the point man. Do I need to go in defense mode? Let's go in defense mode and see what you have. There we go. Alright, defense mode. Let's see what you got. 4 and 4 and 6 status resistance. That's pretty good for the first turn, I think. Alright, and then he is going to be a paladin, and I want to give him some ranged abilities with wands, and other than that, he's just going to be a paladin that keeps taking all his buffs off, or all his debuffs off, and just running forward and slamming everything in his way. And my support unit's going to be right behind him. You can't reach anyone, can you? Oh, you moved. You can't shoot. Alright, we're all going in defense. 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 Alright, let's see where you're at after everybody's in defense. Okay, still the same thing. Looking good. Alright, let's give it a first end of the turn. Oh, and let's go a little faster. Alright, so they just advanced forward a little bit. They didn't do anything. I am protected by this and the bush, so they're not going to go around and hit me from this side very easy. They can easily hit me from this side, but I have a pylon, so that sucks for them. And I love giving grace and status protection while doing a formation build. So let's see. Can you do anything? You're not giving adjacent units anything anyway, so let's just use you as damage. Alright, you guys are not breaking formation. Neither are you. You, we can't even do anything. Alright, so we're just not going to do anything. You're not going to hit anyone. I can move you forward, though, because no one's going to get in there. No one's going to attack you this turn. Okay, so I think that's it. Next unit. What do we have? I can't... No, you're not doing anything. Alright, let's do the next turn. What's your move? Desert skeleton guys? Alright, and we're just going to do another pylon. And this is going to be designed to prevent being flanked from... I'll always call, no matter which way I'm facing, up on the screen, north. It'll always be north, no matter how many times I spin around. There we go. Get that life seed on there. Alright, what's my move? What's my move here? Okay, I need to pull a ranged in. I can't pull a ranged in. Alright, well, I'll pull you in. You are not going to break formation because I don't want them slipping in and going for, you know, the heart of the formation. We don't want the heart attacked. Alright, so now we're just going to use our ranged guys and just kind of slam these guys down. Alright, good one. Get those mortal blessings going. Alright, let's try and burn them down one at a time. Alright, you, what can I do with you? Are you gonna... Okay, I'm gonna do a lot of damage to you and you're not gonna do anything to me. Let's go for it. Alright, take you out. Oh, I should have done that first. I always forget to do the pylons first. I still don't have a good system. I just kind of just play. I don't have a rotation or a system yet. Which I believe I should start out with support units most of the time. And get my rest of my army buffed up before moving out. Okay, let's practice that. Alright, give someone a buff. Do you remove? No, you don't remove. You just grant protection. You can't heal that. Okay. And now it's the last of it. I'm just breaking out of the formation. I'm not going to hold the formation to the bitter end. There we go. Alright, we won. Didn't take much damage at all. Killed all of them. And close. What did we get? Fallen from grace. Still captive, a graceful figure stands before you. He wears humble clothes and no shoes, yet there is something divine in him. He says, "May the Archons bless you, my Savior. Once I was among the divine, but now I am nothing more than a penitent." Whatever. Alright, so what am I going to pick? Thank you. What stuff are you taking? I want city stability. I don't want to go robe of inversion. No, I don't need that. I would rather have stability and alignment since I will be relying on alliances because I'm just going to do one city. I'm not going to make it too complicated. There we go. That's it. What did you think of the battle? Tell me. Thank you.